I think our nominee for this week is known as Scarlett Johansson, but I'm told that outside this country, people call her Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, the world that exists outside of the UK. Why do you call her Scarlett Johansson? This is actually the first time I heard that.
I know, and to me, it's a shock that anybody else could say any different because it's a Scandinavian name, and you wouldn't say the J in that. So if you look at that name, it's Johansson. That's how it's always said. Obviously she's an American actress, and so that's how she pronounced the name. Although I have a horrible feeling that our many Danish listeners will now tell me that actually even in Denmark it would be Johansson. In that case, Britain is just completely wrong. And I mean, out of step with the rest of the world and also wrong, which would be very, very embarrassing. But be that as it may, multiply award-winning actress Scarlett, you can fill in the blank, depending on where in the world you are, is making her directorial debut with a film called Eleanor the Great, a film about a 94-year-old woman who moves to New York City and makes an unlikely friend of a college student. Apparently, the film required there to be several Holocaust survivors as characters, and Scarlett decided that she would cast real-life Holocaust survivors for the movie to share their real stories. She said that it was never a question, actually, that they would do anything other than cast real survivors. So I think a mensch nomination for Scarlett Johansson, as my co-host would say, and I will learn to say.
There are only two options here. Either Scarlett Johansson herself comes on Unholy to explain how to pronounce her name, or we ask our spin-off pod in Denmark, Two Nords on the Fjords, how they would pronounce her name.